Hi children, welcome to Edu Cub. Today we are with the grade 6 lesson. This is unit 4. We are discussing the part 2, energy in day-to-day life. Our first subtopic is fossil fuel. Do you know how did old train engines get energy? It was produced by burning coal. The heat emitted during the burning of coal was used to convert water to steam. The energy generated by steam was used to operate engines. Coal, petroleum oil, and petroleum gases are considered as fossil fuel. These fossil fuel are accumulated under different parts of inner Earth. These fuel are made from the buried plants and animals. They are produced when this buried matter is subjected to high pressure and temperature. This process takes millions of years. Solar energy is the stored energy in the fossil fuel too. Next energy type is wind. Have you seen how farmers separate unfilled or half-filled rice grains from the harvest? Wind power is used for this purpose when today is rural areas. Wind power can be used to dry different materials. Let's do a simple activity to use wind energy to do work. You will need these things. What you have to do? Prepare a wind propeller from the circular material piece of as shown in the figure. Make a hole in the middle of the wind propeller. Now, remove the ink rod of the pen and pass the spoke wire through the barrel of the pen. Then fix the wind propeller to the barrel of the pen as shown figure. Tie the weight with thread and fix other end of the thread to the pen tightly. After that, use other spoke wire to hang prepared equipment, and that is to place where wind is available. Observe how the weight is lifted with the help of the wind. You will observe the rotation of the wind propeller and the lifting of the weight when wind blows. Thus, it is obvious that we do work with the help of the wind. Large windmills and operated using wind energy. In ancient times, people used this energy to grind grains and pump water. When windmill operates, we rotate the parts of the generator. This can be used to generate electricity too. This type of energy power plants are available in Sri Lanka as well. Examples are Hambantota and Puttalam. Let's see energy stored in water. During ancient time, people used running water to certain work such as grind grain and operate sawmills. They use water to rotate turbine and thereby generate energy. Let's make a model of turbine using this activity. You will need these things. What you have to do? Paste the cardboard circle at the bottom of the plastic bottle. Make a small hole at the center of the bottom which is similar to the size of the spoke wire. Make another hole at the center of the cork stopper. Now fix the yogurt spoon to the cork at the similar distances. Fix the cork to the bottle. You have completed making a model of turbine. Now test whether it's rotated by holding it to the running water. Examples. You may also draw design on cardboard circles and see how they are moved. Energy stored in running water is utilized in hydropower station to generate electricity. When water is at a high position, it contains more energy. It is called potential energy. Normally, power stations are located at the lower position. When running water is carried in the pipes at the high speed, This water is used to rotate the fan of the turbine and operates the generators. This is the structure of the hydropower station. I think you can see the turbines and the generators are in low position. Next type, sea waves. Sea waves are strong. They can generate large quantity of energy. This will be a very valuable source of energy in near future. This energy can be converted into electrical energy by building floating power plants in the sea. A flow of air is used to rotate the blades of the turbine. In some instances, the stored energy of sea waves causes destructions. One good example is occurrence of tsunami in 2004. Due to this situation, we lost millions of worth properties and invaluable lives of humans. It also caused great harm to the nature. Next time, tidal waves. The water level of sea changes due to the effect of the sun and the moon. It is called as occurrence of high tides and the low tides. The rise of the sea water level is named as the high tide and the fall of the sea water level is named as a low tide. When there is a high tide, sea water can flow into tank on the land. When there is a low tide, water can flow back to the sea. During both these actions, energy is generated. This tidal energy can be used to rotate the blades of the turbine. Thereby, it is possible to generate continuous supply of electricity. To use tidal energy efficiency, it is essential to have significant difference of heights of water levels of the sea. In some countries, this difference is more than 3 meters. You can see a power station operated by tidal waves. Next type is geothermal energy. The temperature of some regions of inner earth crust is very high. This temperature can be used to generate electricity. Steam is generated by sending water through the pipes to such high temperature regions. This steam is subsequently brought to the surface of earth and it is used to rotate turbines of the power plants. This source of energy is used in some countries of the world to generate electricity. You can see a plant functions by the geothermal energy. Next one, nuclear energy. Have you ever thought how does the sun generate its energy? The energy of the sun generated due to the nuclear reactions. A very high amount of energy is emitted during these reactions. If nuclear reactions are performed under controlled conditions, nuclear energy can be generated. The energy is emitted as heat or thermal energy. Heat is such generated used to produce steam. Steam produced by this process is when used to rotate turbines and to produce electricity. Some countries use this technique to produce electricity. Next one, sustainable use of energy sources. Now you are aware that energy is needed to do work. Energy helps us to it helps us to maintain our body temperature, provides light and helps to cook our meals. It also used to operate television and radio. Not only that, energy supplies power to move vehicles and our body functions of movement. In ancient times, 200 years ago, the major energy sources were the sun, firewood and the wind. People used solar energy to risings and firewood to cook meals. Wind energy was utilized for sailing boats. With the increasing of complexity of lifestyle, new energy sources were discovered. Many of them are now used to generate electricity. The world population increased day by day. Energy requirements also increase accordingly. The use of some energy sources are increasing at the such rate. For example, fossil fuel is non-renewable energy source. What will happen when all sources of coal, petroleum gases, and petroleum oil are over? It takes million years of them to generate. Therefore, it is our responsibility to use these sources wisely without wasting. We have to protect them for our future generations. We can conserve energy sources by using carefully. Our ancestors used them carefully and protected them for us. Therefore, it is our responsibility to protect them, these sources, for future generations too. We have concern about taking necessary action to avoid these crises in future. This our lesson is over. The energy in day-to-day life. Our next video from grade 6 is fifth one, light and vision. Thank you.